coming up around holidays. It's coming up on whether or not they want their children to be around large gatherings. It's coming up with travel-related issues.
Parents don't always agree on how to raise their children, especially when they're getting divorced.
And the pandemic isn't making the situation any better or any easier. Jason Berry's here in the studio with more on COVID's impact on custody and divorce cases.
Yeah, the number of divorces has definitely gone up during the pandemic, and that's created more tension with couples trying to decide what's best for their kids when it comes to COVID.
It's no secret the pandemic has put a lot of stress on a lot of families. And believe it or not, things can get worse.
I think that's what a lot of judges are going to look at.
Phoenix family law attorney Nicholas Boca tells us COVID-19 is making divorce and child custody cases more complicated. Disagreements about vaccinations, masks, and travel is creating more turmoil for parents.
Without the pandemic, it's heated. Okay, it's already heated. You have two parents that are going through a divorce process. They're fighting over their livelihood. They're fighting over their children, what they think is best for their children with someone that they disagree with. It's already contentious. You add in a pandemic, and it's a very polarizing issue right now, and it's even more contentious.
Boca tells us Arizona law is not entirely clear if a vaccination is considered a major medical decision, and that's created some confusion about whether a parent with joint custody has to get the approval of the other parent to vaccinate their kid. There are also disputes about whether children should wear a mask in school or in public places, or if a child is safe hanging out with one side of the family that isn't vaccinated.
And having to choose sides.
Marriage and family therapist Nikki Aragon says if parents can't reach peaceful resolutions, it's the children who may suffer most.
How do you figure who to align with? You love both your parents. You're trusting that they're both, trying to, take good care of you. And when you're getting sometimes completely opposite messages from them, I imagine that's very hard to, to reconcile.
Family law attorneys like Boca do their best to convince clients to compromise, even during a pandemic. But it's not easy.
Ultimately, at the end of the day, what we don't want is two people that hate each other raising a child.
Another thing I learned is one parent can't deny visitation rights to another parent based solely on whether or not they're vaccinated. Back to you guys.